Ooh, cheers,
nice
everyone.
one.
Thank you so much. Welcome back to Me, My Mom, and My Pods. You can do it, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but we love the Crown Zone
We
beer.
love the Crown Zone. Speaking of Crown Zone,
I mean,
baby.
I love Crown, obviously. I like the Jakey Ricky.
We're about to see him.
I also like the beer. So, and this is, to be fair,
Talk to
this
me.
is the only Padres themed beer I like. Well, you know, I'm kind of a beer wuss, too. So, I'm not about IPAs.
Swing and
or
Friar
anything.
ain't too bad.
It's
with that.
drinkable, but it's not my favorite. This
It's
is like, I would
dangerous.
choose
And I remember
this.
when I tried it for the first time, like, uh-oh,
I would-
Mom, uh-oh,
Yeah.
I got a new beer for you.
Oh.
And it's $5 on game days, too. Again, not a sponsor.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Where? Oh, at Harlan?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, so anyway, actually, it's not just a Padres beer. I love this beer. It's so good. And I've had two. So bear.
We,
and I don't normally
if
wear a
you can
visor
guess,
in the house. But
we are on our way to our first game of the season.
Tony Gwynn opening
Tony
day.
Gwynn opening day. I'm going to choose to ignore yesterday unless you want to talk about it. I mean, it's kind of as we suspected. Can you agree?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting Pavetta to be that
Shaky.
freaking out. And according to him, it was 100% nerves.
Sure.
So that's
And
maybe that's a
that
good
hasn't
thing.
been the first time that
Correct.
has happened with him.
So I was expecting, I mean, no offense, but I was expecting it to be maybe like a 3-0 game or a 4-0 game, and we actually scored 2 runs. So, but yeah, I mean, it's no fun to have to go up against Scooball on opening day. I mean, that's
Shout
ain't right.
out Xander Bogaerts.
shut up.
Actually
Xander
had his number, and even the times he did got out, they were on very good
Hit the ball hard.
cuts. Fortunately, I don't think his power is there yet. I don't know if it really is ever going to be there because the 2 outs that he did have kind of seemed like that was as Harold
but-
is being a menace as much as he.
But I don't think he was ever a big power hitter. He's always been more of a line drive.
You're right.
hitter,
You're
right?
right. But I think those 2 swings those have been home runs in the past for him.
Really?
Yes, I think that's just kind of what I was observing.
You know what? If he continues to play a consistent shortstop, and he's getting nice, beautiful line drives, singles and doubles. What do you
Yeah,
want?
my boy Merrill.
You'll
I'm
take
so
that?
sorry, honey. 3 times I got again. Probably the nerves.
Yeah, probably.
But we can only look forward. 161 games
he
to
did
go.
not have a good spring either.
Yeah.
So it might just take him a little longer.
161 games to go.
It might take.
I'll just say.
It might just take him a little longer to get going too. So.
Well, what are we feeling for tonight? What are the vibrations in the room right now, girl?
Well, we have Michael King. And I don't, from what we've heard, Michael King isn't as an emotional pitcher as Nick Pivetta, which is one of the things we liked about Nick Pivetta, because he was fired up, but sometimes that can work,
Yeah.
against you.
Yeah.
So, however, Michael King had a very bad spring. So, I don't know. We'll see. Framber Valdez is a very good pitcher, but we have hit him in the past. I was just talking to my BFF Giants fan.
Julie.
Yes, and I haven't checked the score like since the 7th, but they were losing. So that would be their second loss, and it sucks. I get it. Like that sucks. But
Especially Spencer reminded me yesterday too that do you remember what we started with at the beginning of the season last year?
But that was an anomaly.
No, still, but as a fan, so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
But
anyway.
But I think we're a bit back. I mean, I think this whole off season and maybe even like the end of last season kind of brought us back down to earth.
Reality, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, my hope for tonight is that we enjoy our $5 beers. I'm gonna have me some tri-tip nachos. I hope that Michael King doesn't implode.
Yep.
That he can maybe only let's be real, gets through 4.
Sure.
Gives up 3 runs in 4 innings.
Whoa, 3 runs is kind of a lot, girl. 2 runs.
Okay, that's ambitious, but I would say that hopefully the second part of it is that we hit. I will say our bats didn't look completely dead yesterday. That's one of the takeaways from yesterday was, I mean, the score, we almost got 2 runs, but we had opportunities. Whereas it wasn't like we had a bunch of people taking weak at bats. I feel like we had some there were some very good at bats yesterday. We hit the ball hard.
I mean, yeah, I think a Xander, obviously. I mean,
Laureano
Tatis
hit a
didn't
home
do
run.
much. Yeah, of course, Laureano. Manny didn't do much either.
Manny got a hit
Yeah,
against
against Google, sure.
Yeah, exactly. And we scored 2 runs. So, the game could have easily been. We probably would have still lost, but the game could have been 4-2. You know, if Pivetta didn't have a complete meltdown. So, my hope tonight is that our bats continue to rev up, and that King isn't an absolute disaster. That's not asking for much, is it?
Yeah. Okay, we are gonna keep it short.
We were supposed to have Spencer, but he had
Spencer's
to.
here, but he's got work. You know, make that money. He's got a wedding coming up. But we are gonna take his idea and we're gonna do some 2026 predictions.
We're just gonna have to figure.
And you know, I think we should kind of. I think we should maybe do back and forth. I'll ask what a prediction for you is. You ask what a prediction for me is, and we'll kind of just like bounce back and forth off each other.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? And it'll be kind of like a quick fire. All right.
Okay.
If you can think of a question fast enough.
2 beers in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Most home runs on the team this year?
Nando?
Oh
yeah, for Toddy.
I think
for
Nando.
sure. Yeah, that's
It'll be close. Okay. Now you got one.
Who makes the All-Star team?
Nando and Miller. And ready? Here's my curveball, Laureano.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Mm-hmm. Who you think is going to be our top starter
for pitching?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if this is our starting rotation,
that's not what I said.
Lucas Giolito.
I was going to say I think our top starting pitcher is yet to come.
Exactly. Which is
but it is implying that I absolutely do think that Preller is brewing a train.
I think so, and maybe we're waiting on new ownership.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
And that's one thing that we always have to remind ourselves.
It's coming soon.
This is not the same team we're going to have all season. Look at where we were last season at this time. Oh my gosh! We look at the people. Look, well, last year we even more so. We
last
had
year, but then I think the year
Yuri
before,
Gurriel, Connor Joe, Jason Hayward.
Yeah.
These guys were starters. You know, and
yeah, you're replacing those two with Cassiano and Ty France and
yeah.
Oh
Yeah, Andujar.
Andujar, thank you.
So that's the actual
your bench has
so
definitely
increased.
increased.
Our lineup is way better, but our starting pitching.
Yes, I'm so
starting
sorry.
pitching. And our secondary, it was like our secondary team bullpen yesterday. It wasn't our big guys, and they did pretty good too. Aronofsky gave up 2-run home, 2-run home run. But he did pitch a very clean inning too before that. So yeah, I like him. I'm glad he made the team. I liked watching him in the WBC. Is it my turn to ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay. Who on this here's a loaded one. Who on this roster gets traded for starting pitching?
I think what my gut is telling me, I think it's probably Estrada.
Everyone says that
is going to be on that chopping block, and then
Harold.
I know, and then one of our depth benches could be Ty France. That'd suck because I feel like he's always just kind of could be Andujar, could be Cassiano, could be Sheets, even Sheets is kind of sounding.
Sheets would make sense because the others wouldn't because I think France is probably going to be.
He's kind of more.
I don't want to say DFA, but they're going to option him, or he's out of options. Yeah. So they're going to ask him to go.
So maybe Sheets
because he can be picked up for free.
Yeah. So Sheets because we do have, believe it or not, whoa, would have thought, depth at the first base position.
Yeah, I don't think Castellanos is. Well, wait, you know what? Castellanos might be.
Yeah.
If he could do anything,
that's
he's
what I'm saying.
As hell.
Yeah, that's what
You're
I'm
right.
saying.
You're right. Huh. Interesting. Okay, your turn. Do we try? Wait, never mind. I'll save that for next.
Oh, okay. Any, let's see, awards this year? Any awards for our boys?
I think Mason Miller will have the most saves. the thing with Mason Miller is it's going to be, does he have the opportunity for all the saves? Because Edwin Diaz is probably going to win the most saves.
Well, I mean, in the opposite issue that we have, maybe there's gonna be so many times that the Dodgers just have such a big run advantage that they don't need to put him
It's not
in.
a safe situation.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a point there. You got a point there.
Unfortunately,
You got a
as
point
it
there.
is. You just had a question.
Yeah. Do we trade Ethan Salas?
No.
No matter what, you don't think he's going to trade?
Not
Ethan
this
Salas?
season. Not this season.
That's my answer. When now
Especially because of DeVries last season.
because we got rid of DeVries. It's that time of year where people again are starting to talk about that we're going to trade Tatis.
I don't think you guys realize.
No.
I don't think you guys realize how much of a bargain his contract
Really?
has turned into.
For real. We're not
You
saying,
know what I
no.
mean?
And,
And we are okay. Maybe like theoretically, worst case scenario, if this year's a total bust, and next year, if there is a season next year, turns out to be a total bust, then maybe we can start talking about it. But guys, we're freaking deking one game in. If we're a contender, you're gonna want Tatis on your freaking
it's
team.
other teams are talking about it, which is so silly.
Guys are
Like
stupid.
I saw like Atlanta Braves. Someone wrote.
Well, you know who I think we're gonna get? Arson Judge.
Oh, got it. Okay. So yeah, it was like it's always like prefaced with this trade makes too much sense, and it's like Tatis for like then they give you their top 2 prospects and somebody else, and it's like that's really silly. Like, you're right. You're right. That's saying the Yankees are gonna trade.
Yeah,
Arson
you
Judge.
guys don't know what AJ Preller can do, and it shows.
Right.
I'm talking about these other fools.
And you know what? Yeah, we're gonna have to see how things go, and with ownership, new ownership. If we're gonna, if Tatis is seriously thinking of being traded, it's not gonna be this year. It's not gonna be next year.
No.
It might be the following year when he's towards the end of his. Gosh.
Exactly.
No, not even towards.
You're like
the end.
halfway through.
But he'll be getting close to 30. So
He'll be in the 30th year if we're talking because he's 27 this year.
28, 29.
29, yeah.
Yeah. God, he's that much younger than you.
Shut the hell up. What? 2 years?
Wait, how do you think that makes me feel?
I remember a very I think it must have been Merrill's rookie year when I was like talking to, and again, it must have been Spencer, and I was like, God, I remember a time when like I was like looking at all these ball players, and there was something, they were adults that I idolized, and now some of these are freaking kids. Some of these, yeah, exactly. Some of these, yeah, exactly. I'm so sorry, Spencer. I love you, but I'm gonna call him out really quickly. We're watching the FC game, and I don't know
the
SCFC game, and I don't know the name of the goal. I don't know the goalie's name.
He's really young.
He's
though.
like 19 years old, and he made this amazing.
And he's from San Diego.
Yeah, and he made this like amazing save. Spencer's like, God, I just love watching a teenager doing this thing. Spencer?
Yeah.
You can't say that, buddy.
Way older than that. Yeah. It's
Okay.
crazy, though.
I got a question for you, and
Okay.
I think I have no opinion, so you'll do better. All right, who do you think is gonna end up owning the Padres in the next month or so?
That is. I honestly don't know. I mean, there was a report yesterday that there's 4 contenders. One of them we hadn't heard of before, which always makes me think that guy's the front runner.
He's the Craig Stammen.
Yeah, he's the front runner, and I don't know anything about him other than he owns the Pistons, I think, and that he's owns a big chunk of the Dodgers. And
Are you kidding me?
I don't know other than that. Well, so did you.
Okay, wait.
Okay. Okay.
Another question.
Yes.
Sorry, it's kind of on the back end of that one. Are you surprised about how this is playing out? Like, did you think that we were gonna have multiple bidders?
Oh, hell no. No.
Right? Isn't that something to be excited about?
Oh, look at that big squirrel.
Mother.
Oh my gosh. Massive squirrel.
I'm gonna call you a freaking whatever its name is from Up.
Dog. The dog. Anyway, so no, I did not, because of what's been going on with teams trying to be sold. There's, it's been reported. This is not my opinion. This is other people's opinion. And based on what's we've seen, no one wants to buy Major League Baseball teams right now. We've got an impending...
Unless you're the freaking Padres,
well,
apparently.
exactly. And Manafort even said, it's that because San Diego is a desirable asset, I guess is the thing. And so, again, we talked about in the last podcast.
Yeah, for better or for worse, San Diego continues to be on the up.
Well, yeah, for better or for worse.
That's what I said.
Yeah. You might never be able to buy a home here.
Like, I've actually kind of accepted it.
Yeah, exactly. I bet a lot of people like that. So anyway.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with renting, okay, you guys?
If you get to live here.
Yeah. There's
Right.
nothing wrong with renting.
So anyway.
HOAs.
Yeah, that's
Boom.
true. Yeah.
Boom.
HOAs suck. So anyway, like we were talking about on the last episode, that we are now the 10th most valuable
3.1
franchise.
billion?
No, the 10th most valuable franchise.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
3.1 billion.
Is that what
Our
is that what that
estimated.
was? I know, but they think that we might sell for more than that, for 3.5. So again, it's like it's going to be a Padres fan. It's going to be a San Diegan. And we have the number one ballpark again on USA Today. I don't know who else, but if we're not number one on other polls,
We're
always
number
in the
2
top
or
3.
3.
We're always in the top 3
You
with
get
Oracle.
you get
and,
oracles, and then you get
PNC.
PNC, and
Yeah.
then what's is that the Orioles?
No, it's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh,
That was
but then
beautiful
but
ballpark.
then
Camden Yards.
Yeah,
is always
that's
up
always-
there. Of course, Wrigley Field and
yeah, but these are like more like
Stadium.
iconic situations,
Yeah, exactly.
not best for like literal like viewing
No.
opportunities.
For a night out. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not versed enough in finance to know who I think. I don't remember the
Eddie B
guys
on the pod.
I don't remember the names of the guys, to be honest with you. So.
Drew Brees.
Again,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Drew Brees. They pulled out. My hope is that we have a group that comes in with a lot of money. I mean, of course, we all want this. A group comes in with a lot of money that wants to win because they have a ton of civic pride
Yep.
and are baseball fans first and finance guys second. And again,
Or at
that's
least
like
sports
too much-
fans
yeah,
first.
That's
you
too
know?
much. That's a lot to ask for. But again, I don't think any of these people are coming in as single owners like Steve Cohen or anything like that. They're all like, this guy who's worth this much is going to be the head of this group.
Yeah.
And then you just hope that group
Yeah.
is supportive of. But here again, God, what was I listening to again today? I was listening to a podcast today, and they were saying the same thing I said before, that the Padres, which is great. This is great for being a fan. The Padres' worth is selling out the games. Like they make most of their money in attendance because we don't have.
But I thought you said it's through concerts.
No, concerts is part of it. It's attendance period. Whether it's
I believe
baseball
that.
or concerts.
I mean, just think it.
And baseball was like 70% or 80%.
As a girly pop who works in retail, that like freaking
Right.
checks out. It's not just about the ticket prices; it's about how much
All
you
of
are
it.
spending.
All of it.
Yeah.
So they have to draw. And how San Diego fans, how do you get people to be fans of your franchise?
You win.
You win. So when we've seen it, we know. Like when the Padres didn't give a shit, there was nobody at Petco. Padres give a shit, you're selling out season tickets. So that's
Another Padres sellout.
that's a great So that's a great thing. That's a great thing for us. So, they're gonna have to if they want to make money in this city, especially until there's no TV deal. They're gonna continue to have to put winning teams on the field. I imagine they can spin that in several ways.
Of course.
And again, they might just be like, we want to put highly competitive.
I'm curious if there's any bidders or someone within a group of those bidders that has like a more solidified idea of how to get a TV deal. You know, like
I don't think it's just up to the Padres. I think now it's more about there's Finn. Now it's more about what MLB is telling these teams that don't have regional sports network deals or whatever it is, that don't have their own deals, telling
Right,
them what
but-
to do. They're kind of driving it right
and
now.
I'm not even trying to like be like smart ass or anything, but like genuinely like I don't know, like because in my eyes, if I have the ability to get my investment a TV deal that is just going to put more revenue into my investment. I
think
don't
it's
know.
so much more.
I don't know.
I think
I
it's
don't
so
know.
much more complicated than that. And ages ago I read an article about why regional sports networks didn't work, and the fact is it's just way too expensive.
If you're not New York or LA,
correct.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you're not in a major media market, the cost to put that's why they all failed, because the cost to produce these things are,
even when it was like multiple teams to like a,
there hasn't really been that. Well, yeah, no, you're right. You have.
Sports,
Well, they've been under. They still had their, even though they were all under the same company or whatever. Almost everyone had their own separate contracts under that company, and they were saying that the cost of production cost more. It wasn't cost effective, basically at all, and they were all money losers. The only way it's gonna work is how they do in other sports, where it's gonna have to be one big pot. Because I don't know, throw out a team that doesn't have a regional sports network.
Sure.
Minneapolis, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. But Minneapolis has way more TV viewers than, say, us, or the Astros have more eyeballs than
the Rays.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good one. Yeah. So how do we make that fair, or even how do we make that cost effective? You've got to do it all under one umbrella.
Maybe like I've kind of, I don't want to say like switch sides, but like I'm kind of seeing the more like that's business, baby, you know, like
cost of doing business.
That, or just like yeah, I mean, like obviously a market like, I mean, I'm not gonna compare Tampa to us, because I feel like we are beyond that, but you know, but us and below, I guess I could say, if you're not the Yankees, if you're not.
Are you talking about media market, or are you talking about market?
Talking about media market.
The media market, the Padres are. There's only one or two teams that have a smaller media market than San Diego.
Okay, so then I will put us with the.
That's a city
thing. So then I will put us with the Rays.
And I can't even.
I'm kind of losing where I'm trying to go.
Cleveland's one. Cleveland is one. There's not a lot.
Kind of losing where the punchline is. Yeah, but shit. I think I'm just trying to say,
don't drink and pod.
I guess so. Don't drink and pod. Damn. Okay. Well,
were you gonna ask me another question about another prediction?
I think it's your turn to ask me a question.
Oh, is it? Okay. Huh. Okay, here's a fun one. We make the playoffs. Who throws out the first pitch on our first game?
Oh, love these ones.
Because that's kind of disappointing. Last time we went, and it was Sterling Hitchcock. No offense, and this wasn't last year. It was the year before. I think.
Well, I think like Jake Peavy's a must. What would be amazing if we did like a Jake Peavy
Will Savannah Bananas.
Well, did a Jake Peavy Will Myers combo now that he's part of the team.
Will Myers would honestly get the biggest freaking.
That would be amazing. They were showing Bud Black all over the place yesterday during the Bud Black during the viewing, and I'm like, yo, where's the boy Will? He's probably
No, he wants to know if we need anything from Target.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No. Well, both Will Myers and Bud Black work for the organization.
I know.
So that would be a piece of cake. Think beyond baseball.
Maybe.
Think beyond baseball.
Okay, personally, I would love if Rey Mysterio threw his ass out there again.
Has he not?
No, threw again.
Oh, and his son has too, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Probably. Rey Mysterio is really up there for me. Tony Hawk is always a really good option. I think Jason Mraz has thrown some out here and there. You know what would be a good one? Excuse me, is Emma Stone.
Oh yeah.
If you really want to get the market,
you have to do it with her
boyfriend
or
husband.
Husband, yeah. Her husband, yeah.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. Who's the guy that used to be on Saturday Night Live that's from San Diego, and he did those freaking awesome Kevin Mooney.
Oh, right? Yeah.
He was funny. Anyway, okay, your turn.
All right, we'll do one more each because it sounds like our fools are on the way.
Yes.
Do you think those City Connect leaks are legit?
Yes, I do. Because today, Nike there was an ad for Nike, and they were showing some Air Jordans or something that you could buy. Air Jordans are Nikes, right? Or are they their own thing? You don't know. You're a young person. You're supposed to know this.
Mom, Jordans were a '90s thing. I was.
Okay, well, they used to be Nike. So I wonder if they're still Nike.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure they are.
Anyway, they showed a.
Yes, I'm sure it is.
Okay, so they showed a sneaker or whatever you call them these days.
Yeah.
Something, and it was
A trainer.
A trainer for British, and it was in those colors. Well, it was white with the trim, but then they had the what do they call? What do they call the Dia de los Muertos?
Don't do
Called
this to
something.
me.
It's
Don't
called
do
it's a woman's
this
name.
to me.
Katrina, something like that.
I know what you're talking about. The skull, like
Yeah.
yes, the dead queen.
Katrina, I think it's called. But anyway,
Katrina.
I think that's it. Katrina. Anyway, it had the skull, the sugar skull.
On the sleeve of the
Yes, and the
jerseys, too.
shoes did. And one thing that was interesting is they had turquoise laces. And then I realized, turquoise
I'm gonna look these
laces.
up. I'm gonna look these up.
And then I looked at the jersey, and the Katrina had a lot of turquoise in it. So I think it's not Katrina. I feel bad. I feel bad. Christina? Anyway.
No, I know double. I know.
You
you're
know,
talking about.
the Dia de los Muertos skull thing. So,
So yeah.
and then there's already discourse about going, wow, that's cultural appropriation. Da, da, da.
Are you
And
guys,
then-
are you guys thick in the skull?
And then we were like, but San Diego's so tied to Mexico, and this if you want to honor Mexico, this is way more than the last
Seriously.
freaking.
No, seriously. I'm like,
the last.
are you guys-
Oh hey.
Hello.
Hi guys.
All right, guys, we gotta end this freaking
All right, we're gonna
pod.
end
Our
the
guys
pod.
are here.
Because our seatmates are here. Say hi.
Let's go, Pots!
That's right.
All right, everyone, pick your stick.
Oh yeah.
Pick your stick. Pick your stick. You go first, Julie B.
Xander.
Xander.
Miguel and Duhar.
And Duhar. Gavin
That's a good
Sheets.
one.
Oh, Julian.
That's what I picked yesterday.
Tatis.
Okay.
Jakey.
You Ricky.
All right, guys. We'll see you later, alligator. Let's go, Buds.